Hello everyone, I'm Greg and welcome to another game of Thunderstone Quest. This is going to be Thunderstone Quest Barricade Mode Cooperative. It's going to be myself and my wife, two-player mode, and we're going to try to see if we can defeat a boss this time. If you didn't see, go ahead and watch. If you like solo mode, I played against Smorga and ended up losing in the 13th round. It was a pretty not good showing for my first time, but that's alright. I'll show you the setup for this game, the difference between cooperative and solo, and this is just going to be an introduction video, and the next video we're going to hit it hard with the game. So first off, we'll get with the dungeon real quick, what it's going to look like. We got Abandoned Gate. We have the mine for a +1 health, 0 light, and an iron ration. We have the sunken well, +1 health, lantern, token, and 1 light. For the level 2 dungeon room, and the other 2 dungeon room, it's going to be 1 light, 1 extra experience, 1 blood. And unless you have a rogue, discard 1 gear token after moving into this room. For level 3, we have the throne room for 2 extra experience and another rogue requirement unless we want to take a hit on it. And after battle, go back to the level 0 room. And we also have the vault for 2 lights, blood, treasure. And after battle, go to a level 2 room. For our boss, we are going to try for Smorga again. We're going to see if we can defeat her. She is on a scale of 1 to 5, a 1 for difficulty. So we are going to see if we can defeat her. What's going to change here is that we are going to have to beat her 3 times in order to win. And her health is going to be affected based on the monster horde. So we're going to see if we can defeat her. For our starting decks, they're going to be only a little different. As usual, you're going to have your 6 adventurers. And then you're going to have your 2 daggers. Bree, Septum, Setum and Joba. And then instead of Thunderstone staff as you would for a solo mode, you're going to have these 2 Thunderstone pieces. So they're a magic item and they're for co-op, not for solo. And you have +1 light if the guardian's revealed. And for spoils, if you're in a party, you gain 1 experience or heal 1 wound token. So that's the difference for that. So it's really beneficial to be in a party if you have that card in your hand. For a prestige class, I'm going to use the town guard again. I really enjoyed it with the barricades. It's going to be very helpful. And then for my wife, Michaela, she is going to go with Arcane Order. So she's going to go with big magic here. She's going to be able to level up pretty easily because she's going to have a lot of spells and wizards. When she rolls a trophy, she gains 2 magic attack. And then here are the different effects. This is pretty nifty as well for when you're rolling for Monster Horde. This is also nice if she can get down there, is add a wizard from or on top of your deck. And then this is the other side as well, but we will get to that later because we are going to do cooperative or competitive mode as well. For the monsters who we're going to fight, for level 1, it's going to be the Goblin Grunts. For level 2, it's going to be the Spider Terrors. they're going to wound heavily with wound tokens and festerings and are drawn to equipment. And for level 3 are going to be the Goblin King's Guard. So this is going to be a setup that's been recommended for the first quest and the third setup. For the marketplace, we're going to have the hammer, short bow, the maul, and you see it has -2 skill for dwarves, moonlight, +1 light for each wizard that you have. We have magic missile again, fireball, tome of knowledge, be helpful for leveling up heroes, and amulet of infravision. So if you have a rogue, you can draw a card for village or dungeon. Has extra skill, 2 gold, and light, so it's a really nifty card there. If you're playing with 2 or more people, and especially if you have 4 or 6 people, 4, 5, 6 people, the Kickstarter here comes with these Guardian cards. So what these cards say is what the tile says, but it's so everyone can read it, they have it handy. If they can't read it, it's too far away. Because frankly, if you're going to be playing with 4 to 6 people, not everyone's going to be able to see it easily. So they can do their effects without waiting for someone to tell them what it is. And there's 4 of them for each monster or each boss. For the heroes, we are going to have Silverhelm, who's a dwarf. And I can pick off one of these so you all can see it. So we have Silverhelm, who's going to be able to give skill and combat to other heroes. We have another dwarf, Stormhand. Whoops, I'm sorry. So we have Stormhand here. He's not going to be very good with edged weapons because the only edged weapons are going to be the daggers. We have a Scadian, which is a rogue and a wizard. She's very good in competitive mode. And then Pylorian. She is going to be Michaela's bread and butter for this game for deck building. So for cooperative mode, what you can do is if you go to the same place in the village, so if we're both at the bazaar where our champions are right now, we can combine our gold to build a barricade. So that's very helpful. So if you can't build by yourself, maybe someone will go with you and help you build the barricade. What you can also do at the marketplace, I'll bring this back out, is its effect is that we can, the person who goes there can give, lend, or borrow a card to or from another player. So let's say I have a spell for some reason and Michaela needs one. I can go to the marketplace and instead of drawing a card, I can give that spell to her for the turn, or I can give it to her permanently. That'll be up to me. If I give it to her for the turn, then at the end of the turn, it'll go back to me in my discard pile. If not, it'll go to her. If you are giving a hero to the other person and they level up that hero, you in turn get that hero back, the leveled up hero. So it helps if you're running low on experience and you can't level somebody up, maybe your partner can for you. When you both go to the dungeon, you can decide to form a party, and you have to decide to form up a party or not before you move in further into the dungeon. If you decide to go as a party, you can exchange tokens if you need to, and you can combine your fighting strength as one strength. So let's say I had 4 attack and she had 4 attack and the monster's health was 7, we would defeat him because our total attack is greater than his health. But for spoils, I didn't rebound or refill these, so I'm just going to have the top one here. So for spoils, one of us, this is 3, so we would have to split this experience however we want, and we would get, one person would get an iron ration. And I'll put that right there, and I'm going to draw the other one. So this one has 1 blood. We both take 1 blood, or 1 wound. That's not a choice. We don't split that, we both get that. If one of us, let's say we defeat a monster that gives us a treasure card, we can draw that card and decide who wants to take that card. So we don't have to decide beforehand. I'm going to refill these 2 monster rooms. We have the demon spider. So after battle, gain a festering for each of your treasure cards. And we have a cankerous spider. For level 3, we have a stone giant and a bugbear elite. So high health but no effects, which is helpful. As far as I know, oh, and then the other thing that's important is for the threat level. The threat level is 1 die and for rounds 1 through 3. However, we both roll 1 die. So it's not 1 die for the entire group. It's every person will roll a die and then complete their whatever the die is. For more information about this, it's going to be taking us playing it and explaining it to get a better understanding of how you play cooperative and how it is different than solo mode. I think that's it for now, and we'll get right into it in our next video. Thank you.